Hello, my name is Olga, and today I would like to make a review on one of the cross-stitch kits that I have finished, and also to show you the finished work. As you can see on the preview, and here I will be talking about the kit made from Van Gogh's Starry Night picture. The kit was purchased on Aliexpress from Joy Sunday. I will put the link to the kit in the description below. Now, I know that Aliexpress sellers have a bad reputation in cross-stitch community for stealing the original patterns, but it is not the case here. I found only one cross-stitch kit made from this picture. It was from Riolis, and there are differences between the patterns. So the one I have used is not a copycat of the one from Riolis. Also, there are not so many reviews on the Aliexpress kits, so I decided to fill in the gap a bit and tell you some details and my thoughts on this process. Now let's go to actual work and the kit itself. I will put the kit outside for a moment because I want just to show the picture in the beginning. As you can see, compared to my hand and those standard scissors, the finished size, it is quite large. The finished size is 46 by 35 centimeters, which is approximately 18 to 14 inches on the AIDA 14 count. So it will turn out to be quite a large work, especially if you frame it like I did with a Passepartout. I have already framed this image, this work, into a gilded frame, because I wanted it to look like a picture in actual museum. The overall work is over 32,000 stitches, and it took me approximately 2.5 years to finish, on and off. I was not stitching every day or even every second day, so it took me quite some time to finish this work. And the work itself was quite interesting to deal with. I will zoom in slightly to show what I'm talking about. So if you will look closer at those details, you can see that this pattern has a lot of so-called confetti stitches, which means there were a lot of single color crosses within quite a small area. And this is exactly what you would be expecting if you would be stitching the image from Impressionist artist like Van Gogh. Though those confetti stitches were not very easy to work with, I was using parking method and it helped me quite a lot. I have two separate videos on parking method, which where I show how I was using the parking method on this specific work, and I will put the links on them in the top right corner for you to click and see more details on the method. So overall it was quite interesting work to deal with. The most tedious part and the most boring part for me happened to be this all black cypress tree, which you can see on the left of the image. So it took me quite some time to stitch it and to finish it, but I managed to deal with it as well, so it was not so bad. So let's go to the kit, which I have put us outside for a second. Here how it comes. It comes with in the folder, which has the front page, and on the front page you can see the picture of I'm not sure if that's a finished stitching or that's just the picture from the pattern itself, so I cannot really tell, but it seems like it's just the pattern printed out. It shows the name of the pattern of the kit. It shows the 14 count AIDA that was coming inside and the finished size. So let's see what it contained inside. I have left some pieces of the kit there. Let's open it. So what we will see will be the printed the pattern itself printed on separate pages. There were 6 pages overall, as you can see here from this preview. Also, it was having threads on 2 separate pieces with a key with the numbers, so I was not, as you can see, there were quite a lot of threads left, so you should not be worried that you will run out of any thread, any color while working on the process, especially if you are using the recommended Aida fabric or something which is smaller than 14 count. So the Aida canvas overlocked also was part of the kit, which I'm not showing here because it's already on the finished work. And also it came with 2 needles in the inside of the kit. So overall I found this kit to be very nicely organized, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. The pattern, which you can see here, was printed in color, so it is quite easy for you to trace what you are stitching at the moment, because the colors match the thread color, and you can just easily see what threads were already used and where you are at the process. The pattern is printed on this slightly shiny paper, so it will be quite hard to mark out something as you progress, but I never do this anyway, so for me it was just fine. So it was very nice pattern. I liked it. So also, aside from pattern, I wanted to mention the threads that were in the kit. I used all of this I used the threads that were coming with the kit. I wasn't using anything additionally. The colors were super bright. I like them very much because it always brought me to a better mood when I was working with them. The threads very nice to work with. They have some percentage of synthetics inside, so they're very shiny, very silky, nice to touch, and they almost never make any knots around themselves, which sometimes happens when you work with cotton threads. Sometimes cotton threads tend to be very naughty by making knots, but this was not the case here. I have washed this work, on which I have another video, so I will put additional link here in the top right corner, and I washed it in cold and hot water, warm water, but I haven't seen a single color leakage from a single thread, so you can wash the process, the work itself, without any worries. The Aida canvas 14 count, which was in the kit, was quite large to fit the work itself and also leave some gap for framing. It was quite stiff, especially when you just take it out of the kit. It was quite sturdy, but it got softer while you were working on it and got absolutely fine after the process was washed. So this is what I wanted to talk about while describing this kit and the pattern. As you may guess, overall I was quite happy with the kit itself, and I'm very happy with the result, because now I have my own piece of Van Gogh art in my living room, which I'm very happy about. And I can recommend this kit to those who want to try themselves in larger multicolored patterns, as the result will be worth the time and energy you have spent on that. So thank you so much for your time, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again in a new one. Goodbye.